So there's this legend of this guy, right? It's called the Whistling Man. It's pretty straightforward. They say that there is an apparition that roams outside at night. They say that it's a man, that he's big, tall. I mean, like 9 or 10 feet high. They say he walks with this bag, dragging a bag. They say that the bag holds the bones of his victims. They also say that he can enter any place, that he can find you anywhere if he's coming for you. They don't say why, probably to make this more scary. They say that he can be avoided, shooed away, if you have a dog, and if the dog starts barking, or if you have any spicy sauce or booze. The smell of booze also scares him away. And that's the really silly part. They say that he was once a man, that he was a very, happy man, deep in the bottle if you know what I mean, and that he used to whistle a lot. And that man killed his family, because after all, he was not as happy as he seemed behind closed doors. And the bodies of his family he stored in this bag, dismembered until someone found him. Word went to the people from his town, not very good news. So they decided to punish him their own way. They decided to flail him for days. And here's where the hot sauce and the booze I mentioned before come in. Because you see, they used both to drench his wounds each day when they finished giving him the treatment. Not a pretty image, right? And then, after I guess they got tired, they of course threw the man to the dogs. That is where the dog part comes into play. Very cliche and formulaic, right? Well, the only creepy part is that, as they say, all the while they were punishing this guy, after days and days of torture, even while he was being chewed up by dogs, the man still whistled. He never stopped whistling. So that's where the name comes from, the Whistling Man, because he's always whistling. Oh, and yeah, there's another thing. They say, of course, that when he appears at night, he's whistling. They say it's a creepy tune. Well, I say anyone whistling late at night is pretty creepy, don't mind the tune. Anyways, the thing about it, and that is actually really scary if you think about it, they say that you will first hear a whistling so loud, I mean, really loud, almost deafening, and that means that he's far away. But then, when he's close, when he is getting close, the whistling gets lower and lower until you can barely hear it. And that is when, well,